Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching these videos. So the Stellantis rumors just keep swirling, and it's certainly sparking a bit of a back and forth among some YouTubers. I've been seeing some YouTubers respond to those saying no, and it can get a little harsh, but at the end of the day, it's all entertaining, and I'm all for it. I won't be a part of it, but I'm all for it. Now, let's talk about these Stellantis price cut rumors. The more I hear about them, the more underwhelming they seem. To me, it looks less like a dramatic move and more like Stellantis simply reverting their prices to industry norms. That's what I've been saying all along. Stellantis needs to go back to using common sense. Yes, they'll likely lose a lot of money and pay for the past recklessness, but if they can weather the storm, they might come out the other side relatively unscathed. The thing is, when people hear rumors about Stellantis, they're naturally inclined to believe them. Why is that? Well, because it aligns with what they already see. Stellantis is visibly struggling, dealer lots are packed, and the 2024 numbers don't look great. On top of that, everyone knows their prices are sky high, and the data confirms it. So, it's easy to see how people conclude sure, 35, 40, even 50, 60% price cuts make sense. But here's the thing, instead of fixating on individual numbers, you need to look at the bigger trends. High prices have worked for automakers like GM and Ford. The difference? GM and Ford had the sense not to push their prices so high that they alienated the dealers and the customers. Stellantis under Carlos Tavares didn't. If Stellantis can bring their prices back to industry averages, they might stabilize their sales. The big question is whether they've already damaged their reputation beyond repair. If not, there's no hope for a comeback. But we'll have to see. Now, for the sake of discussion here, let's assume that the rumors are true, that Stellantis will cut MSRPs by 35% on the remaining 2024 models. Now, here's the thing, guys. Even the sources that reported these rumors acknowledge this critical issue, that MSRP cuts don't mean dealers will or even can cut their prices by 35%. It just means that Stellantis now allows them to cut it by 35%. Now, you have to understand that basically what this means is that Stellantis is putting their dealers in a situation they already should have been in the first place. In a normal circumstance, automakers set MSRPs to give dealers wiggle room for profit. However, Stellantis is the exception. Their greed has outpaced even their dealers, which is saying something because their dealers are pretty greedy. Stellantis dealerships are in fact among the greediest in the industry, in my opinion at least, because they're still charging markups and adding unnecessary fees even when they're struggling. So, the idea that they'll pass 35% savings to their customers, I think that's just wishful thinking. Now guys, even if you took that out of the equation and Stellantis dealerships weren't like that, to be honest, it wouldn't make much sense for them to slash prices across the board unless they absolutely had to. Because the thing is, these dealerships, they know what their competitors, say GM and Ford, are selling their cars for. So they'll simply price their inventory to match that competition, not to drastically undercut it. Because there's a lot of things that Stellantis and their dealerships have learned in previous months where they were losing a lot of money. And the first thing is that they had no business being the most expensive non-luxury brand in the industry. They just lacked the quality and reputation to justify that. And then the second one is that there's a limit to what uninformed customers will pay for their vehicles. No matter the brand, customers won't overpay indefinitely. Stellantis lost sight of that and now they're paying the price. But beyond that, they don't need anything drastic. They just need to use common sense and they can weather this storm a lot better than I think what a lot of people believe. Alright, so if you guys don't buy any of these arguments, let's address the nuclear option then. What if Stellantis forced dealers to cut prices by 35% across the board, assuming they're even legally allowed to do so? But let's just say they did. Forcing such steep cuts, even on just 2024 models, would absolutely disrupt the entire car market. Prices would drop across the board, which could lead to the market reset that many of these YouTubers talk about. But let's be real here, guys. Do you honestly think Stellantis is going to go that route? I highly doubt it. But here's the thing, guys. There's something important you have to understand. A lot of dealership owners own multiple dealerships. They sell multiple brands. So why would they sacrifice profits from other brands just to fix Stellantis' problems? From a financial standpoint, collapsing the price of your product is illogical. If a dealership group owns Ford, GMC, and Chevy dealerships alongside Stellantis, they know that they'll still sell cars at the other locations. So why let Dodge and Jeep sales hurt the pricing of Ford and Chevys? It just makes no sense. So my guess is they'll probably have a legal battle with Stellantis before they allow them to do that. They're just not going to tank the industry to save Stellantis. Don't get me wrong, there are some dealerships that may go that route because they may only own a single or multiple Stellantis dealerships, but others won't. So I just don't think the nuclear option is about to happen. Anyways guys, those are my thoughts on the Stellantis price cut rumors. At the end of the day, I think most prices will just come down to align with the industry averages. The market isn't going to be fazed by it, and any dramatic reset is highly unlikely. But what do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.